Market Structure Crazy IGCSE. Welcome back to Crazy IGCSE. For those of you who are new to my channel, hi, this is Crazy IGCSE, where you can study 7 IGCSE subjects at one place. The subjects include biology, physics, accounts, business, economics, maths, and English as second language. So here is IGCSE at your fingertips. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Competitive markets are markets with high competition and loads of choices for consumers to choose from. Price competition is when firms keep their prices of products very low in order to maintain the competitiveness. Informative advertising is when firms try to inform their consumers about their product and raise awareness about the product. Persuasive advertising is to persuade or urge the consumers and to encourage them to buy the type of product they're producing. Price skimming is when a new and unique product enters the market. Its producers charge a very high price for it. And that is possible because there's a new product launched into the market and consumers will still be willing to buy that product. So a big example is Apple. So Apple charges high prices for its products when it is initially launched into the market and consumers still buy those products. Penetration pricing is when producers set a very low price which encourages consumers to try the product. It helps expand the sales and increase the customer loyalty. An example is Walmart, which always charges low prices. Cost plus pricing involves calculating the average cost of producing each unit of output and then they add a markup value for maintaining the profit. So the cost of production which is there will be added with an additional value to make sure that they also receive a profit. An example is the Reliance Industries and it is entitled to monthly reimbursements for what it incurs per each unit of electricity that it provides for consumption, plus they charge a 20% profit on the cost of supplying the electricity. So cost plus pricing approach. Any firm trying to sell at a high price would lose customers to competitors. If the price is too low, they may incur a loss, and there will be a huge amount of output in the market. And they're all price takers. These are the features of a perfect competition. They are all price takers, and there are many sellers and many buyers. The advantages is that there are high consumer choices because there will be many firms trying to charge low prices for the same type of products being sold. So there will be a lot of choice to choose from for the consumers. There will be low prices charged to maintain the competitiveness and increase the sales in potential customers. There will be efficiency as low prices will be charged. Disadvantages is that it may mislead customers. Some firms may try to mislead the customers in order for them to buy their products. Monopoly is a single firm. These are the features. So it's a single firm. They are price makers. There is no competitor. They are market leader and they have a high market share. The disadvantage is that there is less consumer choice because there aren't any competitors, so there'll be only one firm selling that type of product and they don't respond quickly to the consumer demands. There'll be low quality of products sold because they know that even if they produce low quality products, consumers have no choice but to buy from them. They also charge high prices as there are no competitors and all the products will be sold. Why a monopoly is not always bad is there is high output, low average cost that leads to economies of scale. They may face competition from overseas firms and they can sell low priced and good quality products too if they're afraid of new firms entering the market in the future. So this is a summary of this whole topic. So competitive markets. So in competitive markets we have price competition. Then under non-price competition we have informative advertising and persuasive advertising. Then we have monopoly. So monopoly, they produce high output, they face international competition, they sell at lower price and higher quality. The disadvantages are that there is low consumer sovereignty, they're inefficient, high prices are charged, there is slow response to consumer demands. The features include that they are a dominant firm who have market power. They can influence prices, which is that they are price makers. Then they often only single seller, which means they're a single seller, a single firm. Then pricing strategies are price skimming, penetration pricing, destruction pricing, price wars, and cost plus pricing. Perfect competition, the advantages is that there is consumer sovereignty, low prices, and efficiency. The disadvantages are that it's wasteful competition and it may mislead consumers. The features include many buyers and sellers, there is fierce competition, and they are price takers. So, this is the end of our topic. Hope you found this video informative and useful. Thank